The secret to staying young. Could it be red wine and chocolate? Researchers found a chemical in red wine and dark chocolate could actually help to rejuvenate old skin cells, making them behave more like younger skin cells. My favorite study ever. All right, we all want flawless skin, right? But unfortunately, all the creams, the facials, all that stuff is expensive. So many of us head to the internet. We look for a quick fix, or we go to the drugstore, right? Be careful, because some of the popular skincare fads that you find can actually do you harm and maybe have the opposite effect that you're wanting. Here now to explain all of that is our good friend, Dr. Matthew Knight, Knight Dermatology in Orlando. Great to see you, Doc. As always, thanks for coming. All right, so I see all the fads, right? When we're very, connected in social media and online, and everybody's trying this or that and everything. I bet you get a little nervous when you see some of this stuff pop up, don't you?
Well, the cosmeceutical market's like a $20 billion market, and a lot of it's being driven by blogs and vlogs and people on the internet that have ideas about what we should be putting on our face. Some of them are good.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't so good. And a lot of them are retreads, things that have been around for 200-300 years.
And they didn't work before, and they're not going to work now, right?
They need content, so they have to talk about stuff. So some of it's kind of interesting, and we're going to go through
All right, great. So you brought a lot of examples here this morning. It's very visual.
We're going to eat them afterwards.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Some of it I will, some of it I won't. That stuff, no.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? You want to start down here?
Let's do baking soda.
Okay.
So baking soda is great to deodorize your fridge or brush your teeth with if you run out of toothpaste, but not a great idea to put on your skin. The problem is it's too granular. It can irritate the skin. Not only that, it's very basic. If we go back to high school chemistry, it has a very high pH, and that's not good because it can corrode the skin, it can irritate the skin. That's a setup for bacteria and fungus and all those nasty things to crawl on our skin. So, if you're going to do it, do a test spot first. Don't just put it on your face and see how it goes.
Don't do it at all. It's probably better advice, right?
Just be careful. Be very careful.
All right, and lemons?
Yeah. So lemons are really popular right now, and there's some good things. It's got antioxidants in it like vitamin C. The problem is that's degraded really quickly when you put it on your skin. But the bigger problem is that citric acid, which is what that's full of, is a very acidic compound, is the opposite, which can irritate the skin in a big way. And lemons can make you very sensitive to the sun. We've done those stories on margarita dermatitis, because people get really bad burns after using lemons and limes with the margarita. This can do the same thing. So if you put this on your face and go out in the sun in Florida, it can cause a really bad reaction that can last several days.
Okay.
So be very careful with this.
Good advice there. And what is this thing?
This is meant to represent all the different ways of scrubbing and buffing your skin.
Okay, got it.
So a lot of beauty bloggers would have you believe that our skin needs to be constantly exfoliated, and that's not true. These are things like coffee beans or charcoal or brown sugar are very granular. If you looked at that under the microscope, you'd see that it has all these edges to it, and what it does is it really roughs up your skin. It makes little nicks and cracks in your skin, again, that bacteria can crawl into, and the idea is that we want the skin to be rejuvenated by reducing inflammation. We don't want to scrub our skin into lots of inflammation, because that can lead to wrinkles and acne and all kinds of bad stuff.
So if you walk out of a facial and you're bright red and you look like a tomato, that's not a good thing?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
There's a lot of different things you can use to exfoliate. Like microdermabrasion is a tried and true way of exfoliating the skin, or alpha hydroxy acids. But things like this are big granular compounds. If you look at that, it has all these edges to it. It's not a great exfoliating compound, and sugar is what bacteria love to eat. Oh. So rubbing this all over your face,
like a double whammy,
could lead to acne and inflammation and rosacea. So not a good idea.
Good to know. What do we have here? Obviously, they're apples.
Yeah, these are apples, and I wanted to bring up apple cider vinegar, which is this cure-all. You'll see this link to curing acne, to curing skin tags if you rub it on your skin, or making moles go away. I read a thing that said Scarlett Johansson said this is her key to beautiful skin. This isn't really the case. Again, this is full of acetic acid. It's very acidic. It can irritate your skin. You got to be very careful. There are a lot of cases of people getting real, actual chemical burns from using apple cider vinegar on their skin and leaving it on for any duration of time.
Doc, the other thing I've heard of people who swear by just having a tablespoonful of it in the morning, like drinking it, right?
I think that's okay.
That would be okay. Try it internally, not externally, right?
Yeah, and you got to be careful though of the cure-all claims. How long snake oil has been around for 200 years, that it cures all your ills. Apple cider vinegar is not going to make everything better, but it can help in in a lot of ways, but be careful rubbing it on your skin because it can be too much.
All right, they're telling me we got to do a quick on the last one here.
Real quick, this is coconut oil. People use this to remove their makeup and other things, but just remember it's an okay moisturizer, but it's very occlusive. It can lead to acne, it can clog your pores, and some people are allergic to tree nuts like that coconut, so you want to test a spot first. This is very, very popular. You'll see this all over the blogs, but you know, it's not the best thing that's out there. You can try it, but it's just not the best.
All right, Doc, how can people reach you?
Night Dermatology right downtown.
All right, you're the best.
Thanks for having me.
Happy Friday, Doc.
Have a great weekend.
All right, we're going to send it back to Janie.